am just getting all bundled up because tonight we are going to Christmas at Kew, which is Kew Gardens. It is such a beautiful place to go any time of year in London, but it's especially special, say that 3 times fast, during the holiday season because they have this special Christmas at Kew event. I think it's a 1.5 mile walk through the gardens, and I guess everything is lit up and there's like stops for mulled wine and hot chocolate. I'm going with my friend tonight and I'm gonna bring my camera with me, so let's go hop on the train. It's like 1 hour train journey to get there, but I have a feeling it's going to be so worth it. So let's go. All right, so before we get into this video, I want to issue a warning. There are a lot of flashing lights in this video and at the event in general. So if that is something that you are sensitive to, if that triggers you or is unhealthy for you to see, then I just would not recommend watching this video, just because that is, Christmas at Kew is a lot of flashing light installations. So the trail itself at Christmas at Kew is 1.5 miles long, and it has so many wonderful different installations throughout. The first one that you're seeing here on screen is called the Cascade Tubes on Camellia Walk, and what you're seeing is over 400 neon light tubes hanging from the trees, and it's also paired to music, which is really incredible. And apparently if you have a good sense of smell, you can also smell the aromas of the camellia flowers and plants along the length of Camellia Walk. So as we turned the corner, we came face to face with another fabulous light installation, and this one is called the Hull. Say that 5 times fast. And basically what you can see here is a range of lights creating wave-like patterns, and then you get to walk through this incredible tunnel of ever-changing lights. It was such a spectacular experience, and this was only the beginning of our Christmas at Kew journey. Next up was a spectacular installation. This one is called the Fire Garden, and here you can see over 200 candles on the grass in front of the Temperate House. And wow, just what an entrance with the way that they've done this purple hued lighting, but then you see kind of the warm glow of kind of the lighting on the house as well as the candles in the grass. It is truly spectacular. So just around the corner from the fire garden, we came up on something called Electric Avenue, and what an appropriate name for this installation. This was incredible. Basically, the way that you're seeing the lights on the trees, it's set to music. And unfortunately, because of YouTube copyright issues with music, I can't play the actual music for you, but I will try and pair some of my own music with it just to give you a bit of the experience. But the way the lights happen dramatically is really paired wonderfully with audio, and it's just, you can't take your eyes off of it. It's so wonderful. So right after getting immersed into Electric Avenue, we came to the fairground, which if you are here with kids, you are going to love this part because you can see Father Christmas, who you can see here on screen, greeting the little ones. And there's also a food village, but there are tons of food villages throughout. And this just looks like the place. There's like these amusement park style rides. It just looks like so much fun. I wish I, as a very big kid, could get away with going to ride the rides and enjoy the carousel or sliding down the Helter Skelter. And it also makes for a really great pit stop, both with food and bathrooms. But there are so many pit stops throughout, so this should not stress you out. Like, you will not go too long without a pit stop at Christmas at Kew. After exploring the village, we went through what is best described as an enchanted forest. Now, this is not the official name from Christmas at Kew, but just the blue and green lighting. So magical. And it led us to, I think, what was my favorite part of Christmas at Kew, which is called Treetop Rock. And basically it's this big kind of central area, and they were doing this incredible light installation. So what do you think? Do you agree with me? Was that not just the most spectacular installation? It just feels, I mean, that in itself felt like it should be the conclusion of Christmas at Kew, but oh no, there actually is a Christmas symphony all at the end that is just also spectacular. But then we made our way through some parts that don't really have like a big title or theme, but just are really cool awnings and lightings of the woods that just made for just this beautiful experience. And then we came up next on another section, which is really, really lovely. So the section that we're coming up on now is called the Spark Ballet and Floating Candles. And what you can see here is you can see the lights flicker inside lanterns that are hanging on trees. So this section that we are coming up on is appropriately named Lily. So these are huge lily illuminated floral structures, all with like some slightly different light color schemes. And basically the idea is that you can enjoy giant illuminated flowers as their leaves soar into the sky. So after the lilies, the next part that we stumbled upon is called trapezoid. And apparently this is one of the longest light tunnels to ever feature in Christmas at Kew. And basically as you walk through it, you see kind of the trapezoid-like structure, and it has an ever-changing tunnel of bright pattern lights. So they kind of like spark and change as you go through. And there is an accompanying musical piece for this one called Wizards in Winter. So after the tunnel, we came up upon the most magical tree, just a huge tree completely illuminated. I just can't even imagine how the Christmas at Kew folks put these lights on something that big. So this is called the Christmas Turkey Oak, and basically you can see twinkling fairy lights covering the branches of this huge oak tree, but it's actually the tree has a different name. It's called the London Plane, and apparently it is a combination of the Oriental sycamore and the American sycamore. Just adjacent to the Christmas turkey tree is, I think, one of the most iconic photos and videos that you see about Christmas at Kew, which is called the Christmas Cathedral. And it is a tunnel, an illuminated tunnel that you go through, and it has tens of thousands of twinkling LED lights. After we made our way through a charming area with illuminated Christmas trees and lots of beautiful kind of green and orange and purple hued lighting on the trees in the area. And this area I think is actually called the Robins Trail because there are some really cool robins that are in this area, which are described as a sparkling flock of red, gold, bronze, and orange robins bringing good luck and messages of love. And you appropriately hear the song Rockin' Robin when you go through it. Just after the Rockin' Robin, we found ourselves at the Hive, which recreates life inside a beehive. And the lights change in many different hues, and it's just also really beautiful. So this here on screen is called Snapper, and John Lewis, which is a British department store, is the sponsor of Christmas at Kew this year, and this ties in with their 2023 Christmas advert, and it's really, really cool. Let me introduce you to the Liquid Lake, which is a low-level multicolor laser with smoke in a sunken amphitheater. So next up, we went through a really interesting and educational area which used the path of the walkway and supporting signage on the side to really reinforce Kew Gardens' sustainability message. So what you see throughout is brightly colored messages adorning the pathway, emphasizing Kew Gardens' commitment to sustainability. And just some examples here is that 75% of the lights on the trail are LED, And as soon as they can, they switch everything off to ensure the gardens remain quiet and dark in the nighttime. So last but certainly not least, remember earlier in this video when I hinted at a Christmas symphony at the end? Well, prepare yourself to be wowed. I thought so many elements of Christmas at Kew were spectacular, but nothing really prepared me for the Christmas symphony, which has projections dancing across the surface of the Kew Gardens palm house. And there is an actual viewing platform. We stayed there for quite a while just to kind of get our way up into the front. And what they do is they play so many different Christmas music and soundtracks. They even play the Aladdin music during different parts. So like the lighting, the audio, and kind of the way the lights kind of dance across the palm house and the lake that's around it are all kind of strategically paired with the music that you're listening to. So what I'm going to do for this next section of the video is I'm going to play a montage set to some lovely Christmas music. Obviously it's not quite the same as what we experienced at Christmas at Kew, so you can experience this yourself. And if you do want to see me just make an audio only cut of this video, that would be something you'd maybe like to play at home on your TV with Christmas music, please leave a comment down below because I would be thrilled to do that. But definitely make sure to tune into the end because once I get through this beautiful Christmas music montage, I will conclude the video with some tips on Christmas at Kew. So it only took me 9 years in London, pretty much, just about 9 years, to go experience Christmas at Kew, but I am so happy I did. And I'm so grateful to my friend Susan for her level of organization for getting us those tickets. So as mentioned, I've done a bit of research and Christmas at Kew runs from like the middle of November until the 7th of January. So I'll leave the website link down below, but I believe the tickets go on sale a lot earlier than that. The best I can recommend is to sign up for emails from Kew Gardens. Maybe consider becoming a member because Kew Gardens does incredible programs throughout the year, and obviously because they're gardens it changes so much, so very tempted myself to get a membership. But on to the event itself. So as mentioned, it is a ticketed event. You do need to plan ahead and get those tickets as soon as they go on sale because they do sell out. So to put it in context around how much time you can expect to spend there, our tickets were 6:40 p.m. at the Victoria Gate entrance, and we didn't leave probably until after 10 p.m. and we did spend a lot of time filming and taking photos of things, but we didn't have any like major stops for food or drink or bathrooms throughout. We kind of just kept the pace going. So yeah, so that's still quite a long time, so quite a few hours if you really wanted to do it leisurely, but I could easily see people spending a lot longer there, especially if you're with kids who want to go on the rides or see Santa or get food. So yeah, definitely plan like quite a few hours to go, this is such a wonderful experience and one that you just really want to make sure that you make the most out of. So in terms of, it is all outside, so wear really comfy, warm footwear, hats, gloves, scarves, heavy coats, bring an umbrella in case it rains. It is England after all. Obviously there's food and drink and bathrooms throughout, but there's not really indoor stuff, only at the beginning and the end. We did see tons of families with kids there. This is a super wonderful kid-friendly activity, as it is just super fun for people of all ages. I think as long as you're able to kind of spend 1.5 miles on the trail. We did see a bunch of people in wheelchairs, so I think, and also what you call buggies or strollers for the kids, so it is kind of accessible in that sense, which is good. There's not like stairs to climb or anything like that. Obviously it's a paved path, so there might be, you know, some little bumps in the path, but nothing that you couldn't take a buggy or stroller or wheelchair through. So that was quite good to see. I will make sure to leave a link down below to kind of all of the details on the Kew Gardens website. But if you liked this video, I would love it if you hit that like button or leave a comment. That really helps my channel, and it also shows me that you're enjoying the content that I'm creating. And if you would like to see more of my Vlogmas series or more of my travel and lifestyle videos when we shift back into regular programming in January, then please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to join me on this wonderful YouTube journey, and subscribing does not cost anything. It just means that you see my videos when you pop back on YouTube. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you soon.